You know what keeps boxing fans up at night? It's not who's got the belt right now. It's not even who's fighting next month. It's this question. What if you could take prime Mike Tyson and drop him into today's heavyweight division? I'm talking about the Tyson who made grown men question their career choices during the stare down. The Tyson who moved like a middleweight, but hit like a freight train. The guy who had 20-year veterans looking for the exit before the first bell even rang. So here's what we're doing today. We're putting prime Iron Mike against today's giants. And trust me, it gets interesting. What made prime Tyson unstoppable? Let me take you back for a second, because if you only know meme Tyson or comeback Tyson, you have no idea what we're talking about here. Prime Mike Tyson was a problem that the heavyweight division had never seen before and hasn't seen since. First, the speed. People throw around the word fast in boxing all the time, but Tyson's hand speed at heavyweight was borderline disrespectful. We're talking about a 220-pound man with the combination speed of a welterweight. His hands were a blur. You'd see him slip a jab, and before you could even reset, he'd already landed 4 punches to your body and head. It was video game stuff.
Well, he certainly wasn't cold, Jim. In fact, it looks like Carl Williams has been knocked cold in the first round.
Then there's the peekaboo style. Cus D'Amato crafted this thing specifically for Tyson's build and explosiveness. High guard, constant head movement, slipping side to side like a cobra, and then exploding forward into punching range. He didn't walk you down. He teleported into your chest and started ripping shots. But what made it all lethal was the timing. Tyson didn't just throw hard. Everyone at heavyweight throws hard. Tyson threw hard at the exact moment you were off balance, reaching, or vulnerable. That's why guys crumbled. He was landing power shots while you were still trying to figure out where he went. And we can't forget the mental warfare. Look at Tyson's face during those ring walks. That blank, dead stare. By the time the ref gave instructions, half his opponents were already broken. Michael Spinks was undefeated and terrified. Tyson knocked him out in 91 seconds. The fight was over during the stare down. Today's heavyweights, big but beatable. Now let's talk about today. The modern heavyweight division is stacked with size. We've got Tyson Fury at 6 feet 9 inches, Deontay Wilder at 6 feet 7 inches, Anthony Joshua at 6 feet 6 inches. These guys are legitimate giants. Even the smaller guys today, like Alexander Usyk, are still 6 feet 3 inches and technical wizards. And Fury's movement and boxing IQ are off the charts. Royalty. Joshua's got devastating power and a champion's mentality. Wilder has that eraser right hand that ends fights in a blink. But they're all used to fighting other giants. Guys their size or bigger. Guys who need space to operate. Guys who rely on the jab to control distance. None of them, and I mean none of them, have ever dealt with someone like prime Mike Tyson. A 5'10" wrecking ball who treats your jab like a suggestion and is suddenly inside your guard, throwing hooks to your liver before you even process what happened. They're really good. But prime Tyson is a problem they've never prepared for. Why prime Tyson is a nightmare for modern giants. Okay, let's get into why Tyson is such a nightmare matchup for today's heavyweights. Modern heavyweight boxing is built on a few key principles. Use your size, establish your jab, control distance, and wait for your power shot. It's a chess match. It's methodical. But what happens when a guy just doesn't let you do any of that? You can't jab a guy who's already under your chin. That's the Tyson problem in one sentence. While you're extending that jab, Tyson has slipped it, closed the distance, and is already in punching range. You don't get to fight your fight. You're fighting his fight now. And these modern giants aren't used to that kind of non-stop pressure. They're not used to a guy who doesn't respect their size. They're not used to a fighter with that level of head movement. They've never dealt with a guy coming at them from angles they didn't know existed. Let's talk body work. Today's heavyweights don't throw body shots like fighters used to. But Tyson would set up shop downstairs. Those liver shots, those rib crackers, that's how he broke you down. And once your hands drop to protect your body, uppercut. Good night. Here's the thing about size. It needs space to be effective. Long arms are great if you can keep distance, but Tyson eats space. He closes the distance faster than any heavyweight we've ever seen. And once he's inside, your height and reach mean nothing. You're just a big target with nowhere to go. Mythical matchups. All right, let's get to the fun part. Let's throw Prime Tyson into some fantasy matchups with today's best. Tyson versus Tyson Fury. This is the one everyone wants to see, right? The Gypsy King versus Iron Mike. Fury's size is crazy. 6 feet 9 inches. Incredible movement for a big man. Unorthodox, high boxing IQ. He'd try to tie Tyson up, use his reach, frustrate him, make it ugly. But here's the problem. The first 5 rounds. Prime Tyson comes out like a demon in the early rounds. That explosive pressure, that speed, those body shots. Fury has never dealt with anything like that. And Tyson doesn't get frustrated, he gets meaner. Could Fury survive the storm and outbox him late? Maybe, but I'm not betting against Prime Tyson cracking that chin in the first half of the fight. That's a real problem for Fury. Tyson versus Alexander Usyk. This is high-level chess. Usyk is a genius in the ring. Footwork, angles, timing, speed. He's smaller than the other modern giants, which actually helps him here. But here's the reality. Usyk's never dealt with Tyson's combination of speed and power. Usyk's fought big, slow guys and beaten them with movement. Tyson's not big or slow. Tyson's faster than Usyk, hits way harder, and is just as comfortable in close. Usyk would make it competitive. He'd make Tyson work. But that power? That pressure? I think Tyson breaks through eventually. This is the toughest fight on the list, though. Tyson versus Anthony Joshua. AJ is a fantastic boxer, Olympic gold medalist, powerful, technical, disciplined. But we've seen what happens when Joshua faces non-stop pressure. Ruiz exposed that. Usyk exposed that. Joshua needs space and time to set up his shots. Tyson gives him neither. Tyson's in his face immediately, taking away his jab, ripping body shots, making it a dogfight. And when it becomes a war of wills, Prime Tyson breaks Joshua early. I'm talking rounds 2 to 4. Tyson's pressure cracks him. Tyson versus Deontay Wilder. Ooh, this one's spicy. Wilder has that nuclear right hand. One punch. That's all he needs. And he's proven it 42 times. But Tyson only needs half a second to get inside. And once he's inside, Wilder's in deep trouble. Wilder's not a great inside fighter. His footwork isn't elite. His defense isn't tight. Tyson slips that right hand, and he would slip it. His head movement was that good. Then it's over. Wilder's getting hit with combinations he's never seen before. I'm taking Prime Tyson in this one. It's high risk, but Tyson's skill set is the perfect counter to Wilder's style. Could Mike rule the division? So here's the million-dollar question. Could Prime Mike Tyson rule today's heavyweight division? My answer is yes. Now, I'm not saying he beats everyone every single night. Boxing's not that simple. Styles make fights. Anyone can land a lucky punch. On any given night, someone could catch him. But on his best night, Mike Tyson is the most dangerous man in the division. Period. And this isn't disrespecting today's fighters. They're incredible. But Prime Tyson is a once-in-a-lifetime anomaly. The perfect storm of speed, power, technique, and killer instinct, all packed into a 5-foot 10-inch frame. This version of Tyson is a problem for any era. 1980s, 1990s, 2020s, doesn't matter. Prime Iron Mike is that guy. Today's heavyweight division. But you add prime Mike Tyson to the mix. The weigh-ins, the stare-downs, the press conferences, the fights. Fury is trying to outbox him. And Mike, just being Mike. The baddest man on the planet. That's why fans still ask this question. That's why we're still talking about a guy who retired 20 years ago. Because even today, even with all these incredible champions, we're not sure any of them could handle prime Iron Mike. So drop a comment. Who do you think would give Tyson the toughest fight? Let's talk boxing. I'll see you in the comments.